So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. I have a dream.
Alright guys, thank you very much for joining us. Yes, well, joining me tonight. I say us because I now have the chat room up, well, right there. So, hopefully everything you guys can hear and see is just fine. I've tried to make things a couple of small little adjustments here and there, so that you guys can, number one, see the chat room in the future. Hopefully this works. I'm not sure if it will work in the future or not. So, yes, the chat and the mini chat. So,
comes out.
1 second. Good. So, let me go ahead and stop the music over here really quick. Good. So, before going too far forward, I just want to say, oh, well, here's everyone, so you guys can actually see what an actual broadcaster sees. So, thank you very much, Cauldron, DaCosta, DC Distro, X423, Ian Toll, oh yes, from Australia, JMC Valen, John Hubbard, Less Music, Orion, Powers USA Manufacturing Company, and Tide. Thank you very much, Tide, also for helping out with the videos and getting everything set up as well on YouTube. So thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much. And also, all you wonderful, wonderful lurkers who are out there who are watching us, thank you again for joining us tonight. A lot of things happened this past week. We are still printing. We're still printing small little pieces here and there. This guy was actually printed today on one of our engines. We've still been doing training classes every day of this week. If you haven't done it, if you haven't signed up for a training class, we highly suggest it. We've gotten it down to doing 2 classes before we actually ship you your printer. The first is very simple. We go over tramming. We go over how to set up the Z, and we also walk you guys through your very first print. And we do that in plasticine. And we do that for a couple of reasons. We want to make sure that you guys understand how to actually print with the material first, and to diagnose a couple of the basic problems that you're going to find if you either overflow, if you're too close, if you're not close enough, if it's not sticking, those types of things as well. And you'll be able to do all of that. If you're local, obviously you can come by and do all this, but you'll be able to basically control everything about the printer. It's not physically from your particular location with the way that we have everything set up. So the second thing is that on the second Skype session that we do is that we also go through taking an STL file that we have, and we're going to take that STL file and slice it up using the slicer, and we'll show you guys how to do that. And after slicing it up, there's a few small little cleanup procedures that we like to go through, and then we have you print. So if there are any kind of errors that happen while the printing process starts, we'll be able to walk through that. Along with that, we've been answering all questions, all manner and sorts of questions during that point in time to make sure that you guys get exactly what you're looking for. So, so as long as it's within the scope and range of what you're trying to print. We also go over a few build strategies. So if you're going to be doing, I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not. If you're looking for these overhangs that are right here, we go over how to, what's the proper way of actually setting up your model to handle those as well. So let's see. I see Orion asks, I sent an email about setting up a training session, but then I get a response. Would it be better to call? No, I apologize. There has been a lot of people who have been asking for an actual training session, and I'm sorry I just wasn't able to get to at that point in time. Sorry. I will get back to you. I'll respond to your email, if not tonight, tomorrow morning, and we'll set up a Skype session just for something this week, and we'll get that ball rolling. So, good. Ooh. So, lots of work has been done on the systems, and for those people who are in the know, lots of good stuff has been happening. We are coming into the final stretch and also testing a lot of the systems, and I gotta tell you guys, when it comes to the ABS fumes, or when it comes to the fumes that come off of this guy, we've actually been having a blast using the system quite a bit. Not to say that for you engine guys, you guys are being left out, not at all. What I'm saying is that the fumes are very, very well contained, even though it's not a sealed build chamber. Patent-wise, we can't go that route, but it contains the fumes quite nicely. In fact, since we've been printing with two heads on a couple of very, very large parts, we didn't smell anything at all. I mean, if anything, and that was with one of the panels on the back not in place. So the system's good stuff, very, very good stuff. When it comes to the engines, we have not released any engines out there into the wild, except for the beta guys who currently have them.
Which is 3 of them.
Which is just a total of 3 of you guys that are out there.
4 if
and
you count DeMonico.
Yes, I was counting him as number 3. So, because number 4,
Gaston.
yeah.
You got Greg.
Gaston hasn't printed with his yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yes? Okay, so it is 4 now. Okay, so you've got a total of 4 engines that are out there in the wild right now, and they've been printing. But now it's time. They've typically been using the EMO. We have one gentleman here who's been using the plastic extruder that we gave to him. But now it's time. Now it's time to get down in the dirty and start shipping these guys to you. These engines to you. And I know you guys have been looking forward to that. We've been looking forward to it as well. For those people who have been asking about why we have stalled on the shipping, it's very simple. There have been problems that have been worked on time and time again when it comes to the software. We found small little bugs here and there that we have been fixing little by little, and also we wanted to make sure that the prime, unprime, and a bunch of other stuff that we wanted inside the engines and also the systems to go out with the actual engines and systems. So until those guys are ready, we're still holding on to them, it could be solved in the next day, maybe solved within the next 2 weeks. Although I do believe that it is quite imminent. Anyway, yes, still the best way to reach out, and if you're going to be scheduling any one of your Skype sessions with us, the best way is to email us. If it gets lost in the email bucket, I do apologize. I've just been trying to handle as many requests as possible through this time. So if I missed you guys, here again, just like I missed Orion, I do apologize. So, let's see. Does anybody have any questions? Ones that I can answer as of right now. Let's see. Also, please give me feedback on this new setup. I'm not sure if this is going to come across well in the past broadcast, which is the reason why I'm setting it up the way that I did tonight. So if you like it, then great. If not, let me know, and I will fix it one way or the other. So, let's see. I think
you know what the part number for the floors? What that is?
I do not know.
I know where it's at.
So okay. Let's see.
Here should have
There's
the part number for it. Master components number.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a question that was asked a little bit earlier this week. That was besides shipping. It was about the Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm is the guy that has the small fan attachment, and it has it's basically we went to a plastic body with the actual fan on top of it, along with the actual hose and all of the embedded controls. Someone was asking about price. As we said in the last broadcast, or may mention in the last broadcast, we can sell it to all the Kickstarters out there for $50 a piece. And
they print their own body.
But you guys are going to have to print your own body. So, and we'll show you guys easily how to actually burn this guy in, solder this guy in to the actual body, and then go from there. We have found that the blower by itself helps out quite a bit when it comes to making anything that you're looking to make. It also stress relieves. I'm sorry, not stress releases. It also makes the adhesion of the actual prints work out a lot better. And on top of that, which I think is even better, is the fact that if you wanted to do bridging, which is basically going from one point to another point with no support material, that is also possible with the Quiet Storm. We're only recommending it for anything less than 1 inch. We have done larger, but the problem is that the actual material actually does fall down. It does fall down, and as it because it gets cooler, it actually shrinks and forms a bridge. It's not by far the most robust solution, but it is one of the solutions that we have currently at this point in time. So, wow, looks like everyone's completely speechless, which is just fine.
I'm ready to get him speaking. You ready?
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys thought this was going to be a Dan-only cast. It is not a Dan-only cast tonight, so as you guys probably have already figured out. So, I thought it was going to be, but unfortunately for you guys, my wishes did not come through. Okay. How's it going, Carl?
Hey. Hi, guys. John. Hey, I'm supposed to be at John's house right now, so what else is new there, huh? We're going to do something with this printer tonight. So, we did get Greg's in a box, and it is happily in UPS's custody, and it should arrive at his place on Wednesday. So, we're all dying to see how it travels. Greg got his System 30. It came in at 81.5 pounds in the box. So, we were quite surprised. We thought it would be closer to 50 pounds. Apparently, the taller, the extra polycarbonate, the extra stiffener bars, the extra material holder, I guess it added up. Kind of like me at a buffet line. It gets bigger than you expected. So what I'd like to do is real quick, I'd like to roll John's printer in here. It was fairly complete, and we thought that we were going to try and deliver it today, but we mishmashed. I messed. Anyway, with that, I would like to show you what you would expect, because we have actually got a typical kit and everything. So if Dan will run the camera,
yep.
I'm going to roll the printer up here and open the door. We're printing something else over here just for fun. It's actually a blower body, so you guys can see what it takes to make one. So Dan wants to show them the blower body.
Absolutely.
And then I'll wheel in the printer, and we'll take it from there.
All right.
Good. So we just threw down a raft, and you can see the beginnings of the body. And nobody knows what it's going to be when it gets done, except for us, and we're not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, actually we are.
Oh yes. So just so anyone who wants to know, this is the Quiet Storm right here. And some people are going to ask, how far away is it from the actual nozzle tip? It is just above.
About 1 millimeter.
Yeah, where the nozzle is. There you go.
And we do some tricky overhangs with this, and the nozzle, it just gives you much better finish. But we'll see that shortly.
Yep.
The fan probably isn't on yet. Do you see the fan on?
Nope.
Okay.
It isn't on yet.
It comes on about the 3rd layer.
Okay. So this is right now, it's the 2nd layer. It's doing the nice little fill pattern. Very nice. Yes.
And up we roll.
Okay.
So,
So guys, you ready?
I am ready. Whenever you are. We'll come back to that.
All right.
Unless it catches fire.
Oh.
Alright, so what you see before you is what a System 30 looks like as it comes out of the box. But this cover right here, the material cover, is taken off and it's inserted from the top and it's protruding into the bottom. I'm going to open up the screen here, and it does ship with the screen in place. We think that's going to work out. These parts will not be shipped free like this, but we wanted you to see what comes in the kit. So I'm actually going to take it outside and I'm going to place it on the table so you guys can go through what would be a typical kit. What? Does it need to be restarted?
Yep.
Oh, you killed the job.
Okay. All right.
What happened? Did it stop or just?
Yeah, it was the acknowledge code again.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, in that case.
Yep.
And that's the reason why I'm
anyway,
still working on it. All right.
Okay, guys. So this is John's kit, as you guys can see. Yes, does come with the air filter. Back panels are in place. We got a couple of reels of spools of plastic. You're going to see that the blue and the yellow, that does not come with it. We'll just have that in there as of right now. You've got the white and the red and some Talman based upon what he requested, what he ordered. You got the spatula, which is a special removing tool, which, you know, now that I think about it, I wonder if that's how they came up with the name spatula. I don't know. Anyway, so you see he also got an emo. He got an emo package. He's got the tools. Everyone comes with the actual tools, and we also have to include a brand new glass bed. Along with, for his order, he got a keyboard, some razor blades that you see right there that comes with everybody's, and also the dial indicator for the tramming block. Now the tramming block also fits onto your Emo 25 that's on that block right there. So there you go. Hopefully that came across okay, because I'm not looking at the screen as I'm doing this. So okay.
All right. Also, yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and stick the camera down there.
Okay.
If you want, set the tripod.
Yeah.
While we're checking out printers, these came off of John's printer yesterday. We actually printed both of these at exactly the same time, so you can see they're relatively large parts. We thought it would be a quick QC test, and so we started it, not realizing that it was actually a 12 or 13 hour build. This was what it looked like 11 hours into the build. Mm-hmm. You can see both of them were made at the same time, mm-hmm. and you're going to see that there is a variation in surface finish. You see the pock marks coming out of one, and the other one looks a lot healthier, as you can see.
There you go.
Still a few little defects in the surface, and that's mostly due to the material cracking as it shrinks. So it's interesting to see the different phenomena that happen. If you look down the line, it came out quite straight.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
And this one actually came out quite straight
too. Yeah.
As well. See if I can get it lined up for everybody.
There you go. That looks pretty good.
So we're on an never-ending quest to improve the material, and this is
also on the experimental extruder.
Yes, we're not sure what's going on with that. We're still finding out. But it was a good test of the printer, I thought. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's doing nothing there.
Mm-hmm. And guys, that was printed at the same time, obviously, as you guys can see, on John on your printer. So
these particular ones came on position 2 and 4.
Yep.
So they were 35, 70,
105
105 millimeters apart.
Yep.
And they printed up just fine.
Yep.
For that part. All right. Did you go through all the stuff that they get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
Absolutely.
Good.
Okay.
And I'll roll this back in there.
John got, just to let you guys know, that's what he got in his kit. So some of the things that are there, depending upon the kit you got, it was different. So, okay. Alrighty. So Powers USA says glass is included. In his absolutely, and yes, the glass will be included for everybody else's as well.
It's a Home Depot glass. It's not top secret. It's just a couple of bucks. It shouldn't break in transit. They package it really well. You do have to clean it off before you use it, so you're going to need a little alcohol, either to drink to enjoy it or at least to clean the glass.
Yep.
I don't recommend the drinking of the alcohol.
No.
It can make you go blind.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Now, Xforma23 asks, the Quiet Storm uses one slot for an extruder head, right?
Yes.
If you're using more than 2 extruders, is there a fan option that won't take place of an extruder head? Great question.
There can be. You can print these in virtually any format you want, and that's why positions 5 and 6 are available. But we have yet to lay it out. It's a printable option, so it won't be a problem. Every one of the 6 positions. See, there's a place for 4 heads, but there's a place where there's 6 positions in the yoke, so you can easily load up a fan on one of the sides.
No, wait. Let me just
And
show
I'm sure that
them.
someone will have a design for that shortly.
So that's position number 6. That's position number 5. Here. There you go.
And just so you know, when we printed yesterday, we lowered the speed down by about 20% when we doubled up the print, just because of the additional mass. But it still moved okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was just about an inch per second, 25 millimeters a second is what the print speed was at. So, looks like it's behaving better.
Oh yes.
We, on the good news front, finally, I got Kukox to start behaving, and so now I'm back into verifying the firmware, which is making great progress, and hopefully shortly, a few more hours or another day, I will have it to where I'm ready to put it back out, and then we can send these printers out.
I like it.
So, anyway, the struggle continues. There is another really good thing that happened this week. I've already told some of you guys that, but we have been looking to partner with a local contract manufacturer to handle North America and South America. We already have the Vietnamese guys in place, and they're diving in, although they're underwater right now. I guess one of the worst typhoons in recorded history is right now about to go on top of Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City. Anyway, they're already dove in and have the engineers on converting the drawings over so we can manufacture it. And locally here, we have now made an agreement with a local large company that has 100 employees and 80,000 square feet. And they do nothing but contract assembly, and they do a very high quality job. NCR is one of their big customers, so that'll give you guys an idea of the quality that they do. All ISO 9000 and everything. We're going to have to tighten our belt and get our act together further quite a bit in order to reach their standards, and that's a good thing. I mean, we know what we want from a performance standpoint, but we're not geared up. We haven't been geared up for any kind of volume production up to now, but it appears that the System 30 is going to be popular if the sun continues to shine. So we'll go with that one. And that means a lot to everybody, because it means that we will have prolific professional support at the manufacturing level, and we can focus on the customer service and the software and the evolution level. Tonight we gave a training session, Hutch did, and I just sat in for a few moments to be friendly, to a very nice young man who's local here, and freely showed him how the print heads are working. I mean, they went and made a part tonight, but showed him a couple of small modifications to make them more manufacturable, and also to make them easier to clean. We came across a way to clean out the heads without doing anything but just bringing a vacuum up and just so once every, I don't know, 20 to 100 hours you're probably going to get a vacuum cleaner and just stick it up. We found a nice way to control it so it keeps the printer clean, keeps the teeth free of all the baloney that gets in there. If you run plastic enough, you're going to get a little fine paste or dust out of it. So I was pretty pleased about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Boring week. Finally shipped a printer.
Yes, you heard that right.
Yeah, and about ready to dump a lot more out the door here.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. Was there anything else of real import this week? We printed a lot. I mean, we had to have printed 60, 70 hours at least during this week.
Minimum,
Yeah, minimum. So That's good. I mean, we're just getting lots and lots of experience and learning more about what we should and shouldn't do.
Well, heck, we've been printing on that head that's in there for quite some time now. I mean,
That's stud muffin head.
yeah. All the shows we've been going to, yeah, that guy has just been an absolute trooper. And then all the parts, practically almost all the parts that are here.
Oh, I did have one other thing. I put together another small motor head for testing, and we have a little feature that Greg included that we have not been able to implement yet, but we should be able to do it tomorrow, and that is a current boost. So we're going to try running the little head with a little bit extra current going through it. It's programmable, so we can turn it off when we are not extruding, and that should allow us to do some more goodness with it, meaning it might make that actually a good fit. So we like the little motor, and we're doing everything we can to test it. I rehobbed up 10 of them with a smaller diameter, a little deeper pitch, and so that's where our next test will be. I did those on Friday, but we didn't have any chance yesterday to do anything with them. So, but they are wired and ready for testing. I actually did print something with them, but that was the one that didn't work quite as good, the first one. But that's not one of the ones I hobbed.
No, it was not.
Okay, so yeah, you got to be careful when you're hobbing them. If you don't get the timing right, you can actually leave a flat spot, and then it has a little missing section, and so you have to get the diameter just right. When you get it right, it